Alright. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me. It's 10 p.m. on Monday, January 14th. Atova listing mailer review. Watch here. Alright, so we have a listing that is in escrow now. Randy and Monique got it sold in, I think, 2 or 3 days. So nice job, guys. So we're going to be sending out this mailer, and because we're pending, it'll be more of a, as opposed to a, hey, check out how great this home is. We're going to modify this language a little bit so that it is more about, we found a buyer for this home in 2 days. Let us do the same for you. That type of approach. So, Randy Dusenberry, Monique Zahner, phone numbers, Randy and Monique, because he's one of the home today. Okay. So, first off, photo selection. I know with this listing, I brought it up here, there's photos that, there's this photo. And I like this photo better. Generally speaking, anytime you can take photography from an angle that's opposite the garage, um, it'll make the home feel more interesting. It'll make the home feel larger, and it will give better balance where the garage isn't so dominant. So you can see how this home feels smaller. That feels smaller than that. This home looks smaller than that home, even though they're the exact same home. Why? Because that angle, taking it like this, doing it like that, enables you to see things like the side here. You can't see it too much, but you can see the side there. You can see more of this. There's just more, um, because you can see the side. This home is actually this much wider. So the distance from here to here, this photo of the home is that much wider than that. So because you can see the side, the home feels larger. The home feels more interesting for the same exact reason. Instead of just seeing this one face of the pillar, it's just the face of the home. You can see more of the architectural elements, and so the home feels more interesting. And again, the home feels more balanced because here, this is like a garage with a house attached to it. This has much more balance. The garage isn't so dominant in the photo. So when you take your photos from this angle, the home will feel larger, the home will feel more interesting, and the photo will have better balance. The garage won't be so dominant. So I would, for the purposes of this mailer, I would swap out this photo for that photo. Continuing on, I would have loved to have seen this neighbor's gate be closed. I'm assuming there's a gate there. Um, but that's not the end of the world. Definitely would have been better with the gate closed, but it's okay. I definitely would still prefer this photo compared to this photo. It's just a better overall presentation. And you need not worry about the tree hiding the parts of the home. That's okay. In fact, it creates curiosity. It creates a little bit of mystique. It's like I can't see everything because that tree's kind of hiding things. Okay, well, drive out to the property and see it. So it's okay to have trees blocking part of the home. I'd rather have trees blocking part of the home with this type of shot than no trees blocking the home with this type of shot. Alright, so this photo will go here, and then, so, we're talking about a $200,000 property in Nampa, so the photos aren't going to necessarily be amazing. It's hard to make a $200,000 home look $1 million sexy. You just can't. You have to go with what you have to work with, right? So we have this kitchen shot on the front. In the back, we have this shot selection, or these photo selections. These photo selections, excuse me. So let's take a look at some of the other photo options that we have here. That's a nice shot of the backyard. I like that. Alright, let's look through these one at a time. So we have this shot with nice vaulted ceilings. Again, vaulted ceilings the other direction. I think we're using this photo right there. I do see we warmed that up a little bit. We did increase the red because that looks a little bit. There's that versus that. So you can see that looks a little lackluster, a little peaked, and then definitely warmer here with that red being increased. So nice job on that. I like this photo with the exception of this chair. That chair steals the focus. It's like, boom, chair. This would be a nice photo if that chair was not in it. So let's look to see what else we've got. That's a good shot. We have our kitchen, our plant shelves, the chandelier, the family room in the distance. The hardwood floors are visible. That's a good shot. Did we use this shot in there? We might have used part of it right there. Oops. And again, good job warming that up. You can see how this looks there's a lot more color depth, and the photo's a lot warmer compared to that. So that's good. And I think that is the same shot. So we use that shot there. The dominant chair photo there. This photo is 80% table. This photo has a mattress on the floor, and this photo has a toilet in it. So let's see. Let's just go photo by photo and see, like, declare which ones are usable and which ones are I don't want to say unusable, but second tier, I suppose. Okay, this is a usable shot. So that's one. This is a usable shot too, except that chair really bugs me being dominant there in the foreground. So I'm going to leave that one off for now. This is okay, but nothing really going on. It's kind of a boring photo. This is a decent shot. You see the architectural window here, sliding glass doors looking out to the backyard. This is decent. There's two. Didn't we just look at that one a second ago? No, it was that one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That's okay. 4. There's too much table in that photo. It's a good shot. I'm going to say no on that one though for right now. That's 4. That's better. Again, I can see there's more house. So that's 5. Floor mattress is no. this works. You can't tell that it's necessarily on the floor in this shot. And again, we can see the vaults. This is probably the entry into the master bedroom. So I'm going to say yes to that one. That's 6. Toilet photos, bathrooms with toilets showing, I generally shy away from those. This is an empty room. We can use that if we have to. That's 7. I prefer the empty room compared to that. That would be 7. Same problem here again with the toilet. That's nondescript. That's a nice shot of the backyard. That's 8. Alright, so we have 8 photos that are workable. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 7 spots and 8 photos, so that should work nicely. I would say that for the cover, we'll use that other alternate exterior front shot here. For this shot, I think we should use our, for a home like this, this is our main cover photo, or for the front page, we're going to use that. And then I think for the next one, we'll use our next best photo, which I think is this shot right here. Simply because we want to, because there isn't a whole lot that that a $200,000 home has to offer necessarily. Let's wow them as much as we can on the front cover, even at the cost of the back of the mailer being a little bit more bland. So I would say this would be our photo for here. And then we said this was a decent photo. Let's try to think. We have to fill these spots now. So we have 1, 2, 3 general rectangular shots. We have 1 wide shot and 1 tall shot. So the rest of the photos that we have to fill those spots, right? So let's place this image. So maybe like the sky and the grass. Yeah, actually this would be better to show the size of the backyard. I think this image would best be placed in one of these 3 spots. Let's put it here. It's the larger of the 3. So let's put the exterior of the backyard shot here, and then because that way it'll show the size of the backyard. That looks like a good sized backyard. That's definitely going to be a selling point. And then going back up, let's start over at the beginning. Okay, so we're right there. Okay, so that photo we've used. Not yet. Actually, that one has the chair. That one's okay. That one we've used. So this one that's okay. Let's use this guy for one of the 2 shots down there. That one we've used. Kind of a closer up of the kitchen. So let's use this guy as the other one down here. And then we need the wide shot and the tall shot. I'm trying to frame up what would look good there. Okay. So the wide shot. So if you use this for the wide shot, the whole right hand side of it is going to be a largely plain, boring wall. That's not good. This might be okay right here. So kind of generally, let's copy that image. This is another flyer. Whoops. Edit. Paste into. This is not, this is the flyer version, not the mailer version. And in the mailer version, this center shot is a little bit narrower, I believe. This one's like, if we look back here, yeah, so it's a little bit narrower. So we had to increase the height here for the mailing box. So that's a little bit narrower. So let's make it a little bit narrower here as well, just for the sake of generally matching it. Okay, so that's pretty close enough. And let's see how this would frame up. So this junk over here is not great. So right to where maybe that green box disappears, so like right there might be okay. And so you have the plant shelves. I'll probably hide these two pillars up there. Not that it's uncool, that is pretty cool, but it's a little distracting. So maybe just like that. Okay, so that photo will go there. Something like that. So you can see just the top part of that, you know, what, a 1/4 inch of that face of the plant shelves there. All the way over to the right, so you can see the stairs there. And cutting off the green thing. Okay, so I like that. And then, hey, it's the same shot that you had. It's just shifted up and a little bit larger. That's funny. Um, and if 300 DPI, if we have to go 280 to 270 or 250 or whatever to get this out of the image, that's okay. Not ideal, but okay. And then lastly, we need an image for the tall. So for the tall, I suppose we could do that. That one's just too boring. Okay, well, going through one more time. I'm not sure if we've used that image yet. I'm not sure if we want to for the tall. Okay, so let's try this. And again, this is a little bit shorter. Actually, it's probably pretty close to something like that. That, edit, paste into. Yeah, it's not very exciting. Don't like that. Let's try. that shot would work well, but we've used it. Used it. Let's give this a shot. Control Shift V. I thought it was Control Shift V. Let's see. Edit. Paste into Alt Control V. Alt Control V. Okay. So we have the vaults. Again, this bed is just dominating the photo. Don't really like that. Let's maybe go larger here. Maybe larger still. So what we're trying to showcase here is the unique lines. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Let's see how that looks. All right, and then back to here. Okay, so we have photo placement we just discussed, and now we'll do the rest here. Number spacing looks good. Probably tuck that in a little bit more, so there's a lot of separation between the 7 and the S because of that natural curve of the 7. So that's 1487 square. So it's something like 1487. So we can actually, let's take a look. That's good. That's already been fixed. You can see right here the 7 and the 8 are pretty far apart. So window, type in tables, character. And so looks like that's already been done. So this is kind of what we're dealing with right now in the flyer. So to bring that over, easiest way to do it is just to highlight the 7, make this like negative 100, really kind of bring those closer together, maybe even negative 125. And what we're trying to do is make this general distance here the same as the distance here, or the same as the distance there. So visual perception, you've already fixed this to, this is like right here, that's bad. You have this big space between the 1 and the comma. So it looks like that was already fixed too, very nice. So yeah, I would just bring, highlight the 7, make it negative 125 or 100 or somewhere in that range to bring this square closer to the number. But looking at all the rest of the letter spacing here, it looks very good. And then let's go over here and let's work on the wording. Impressive home in a wonderful location. That's great. Spacing there looks very nice. Okay, so welcome home. Impressive home in a wonderful location. So you are guaranteed to fall in love with this beautiful house in the islands. Um, let's modify that just a little bit to say, um, well, I guess the first thing we should do is get everything into the right location. Not the right location, just when you copy stuff out of a PDF file, it does not maintain the normal paragraph format. It forces the carriage returns. So what we're going to do is just, oops, let's just forget that header, and we'll go right here, and then we'll just fix the last few pieces here, and then we'll be able to get started. Alright, so here's the same text, but in InDesign, so now we can edit it. You're guaranteed to fall in love. So, guaranteed, I think, is a little too strong. Also, you are certain to fall in love. That's good, proper, and formal, but it doesn't flow nice. We want it to read smooth. So you're certain, or you'll be certain. You'll be certain to fall, or you will certainly. And honestly, we're not doing any of this because we're going to change it a little bit. But if we were keeping it like this, you will certainly fall in love with this beautiful house. We don't sell houses; we sell homes. Um, when you're working with sellers, they're selling their house. When you're working with buyers, they're buying a home. So when you're working with sellers, you're trying to create separation from the emotional attachment they have to their house. So it's a good idea generally to use the word house when you're talking with seller clients, and to use the word home when you're talking with buyer clients. You will certainly fall in love with this beautiful home in the islands. So if this is the title, it'll probably have to be like that too. The islands capitalized. So an intro like that would probably be better. Than you are guaranteed to fall in love with this beautiful house in the islands. So you are guaranteed to fall in love with this beautiful house in the Highlands versus you will certainly fall in love with this beautiful home in the islands. Um, so we're going to modify this. So we secured a buyer for this home in just 3 days. 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. And I think I do want to put that reference to the Highlands. We do want to keep that in there because this is going to the neighbors, and so showcasing that we are in fact talking about their neighborhood, I think is wise. So, we secured a buyer for this home in just 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for a free. I really think that, so we like to say a lot for a free home value estimate. I'm guilty of that myself. I'm really concerned though about that word free nowadays. Anytime you hear the word free, you always, your mind, I think the consumer's mind immediately shifts to, okay, what's the catch, right? So the like anytime the word free is used, it's immediately met with skepticism. Um, so we don't want the reader's mind to automatically turn to skepticism. We want the reader's mind to be curious and interested in contacting us. So contact us today for a estimate of your home's value. Let us get top dollar. So here we are again. So I said better to use house for sellers and home for buyers. The problem is that estimate of your house's value. It makes no sense, right? We could say property, estimate of your property's value, but it doesn't really flow right. So I'm going to break my own rule here in the interest of flow, in the interest of having this read well. We secured a buyer for this home in just 3 days. We could do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value. Let us get top dollar. Let us help you get top dollar for your home. And I think what we're going to say here, we secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value. Let us get top dollar for your home. And to discuss your options. People like options. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. We secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. Located in a quiet cul-de-sac, this home features dual vanities, new linoleum, and new carpet throughout. New linoleum is not sexy. Linoleum is not sexy. Never, I don't think you should ever put the word linoleum in a description. Not bad. I mean, it's okay. And obviously at this price level, it's to be expected. But I don't know. It's like saying, I don't know. It's just kind of boring. It's nice. There's new linoleum, but I don't know. Linoleum doesn't do it for me. It's like saying new Formica countertops. It's Formica linoleum. It's kind of, blah. So let's just leave the blah stuff out and just focus on the stuff that's a little bit more cool sounding. Located in a quiet cul-de-sac, this home that is very good. That's hugely valuable. dual vanities, new carpet throughout. Okay, located in a quiet cul-de-sac, this home features dual vanities, new carpet throughout, and several new windows that provide abundant natural light. Um, so a lot of the windows are old, is what you're telling me. Um, so I think we can just leave out the new windows part altogether, and we'll just say plentiful. Providing abundant natural light. Let's see. Located in a quiet cul-de-sac, this home features dual vanities, new carpet, and abundant windows offering plentiful natural light. I just switched the two words. Uh, and abundant windows offering plentiful natural light. For some reason, it just reads better. I think maybe because it's A and then P, so alphabetically it kind of just flows. Um, New carpet and abundant windows offering plentiful natural light. I think that sounds good. Located in a quiet cul-de-sac, this home features dual vanities, new carpet, and abundant windows offering plentiful natural light. I guess I should say that Randy and Monique wrote some language for their listing, and then Alex modified it to give us what we started with here. So this is not a negative reflection on Randy and Monique or Alex, because this is kind of it's always hard to create the hybrid of what the MLS listing says and then to take that and get it to fit in this space and also to make it sound good at the same time can be quite challenging. So we secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We could do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. So I think for the segue, we have to start it differently. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features dual vanities, new carpet, and abundant windows offering plentiful natural light. The vaulted ceilings offer bright and airy comfort. Vaulted ceilings offer bright and airy comfort. I'm going to get rid of that. The photos already say that. Enjoy your morning meals at that's great. Enjoy your morning meals at the Cozy Breakfast Bar. That's a benefit, right? The feature is breakfast bar. This is a benefit. Enjoying your morning meals at the Cozy Breakfast Bar, or relaxing in the master bedroom. Benefits, excellent. Okay, but we have a space issue. All right. Spacious backyard, perfect for gardening or enjoying the. Anytime you're not in season and you're talking about a different season, make sure that you bridge the gap with time. Otherwise, there's a non sequitur where it's like we're in the middle of winter. Hello, right? So when you put the word upcoming, it makes it okay. All right, so let's check this one more time. We secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We could do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features dual vanities, new carpet, and abundant windows offering plentiful natural light. Spacious backyard. I think I'm going to go back to what we had. The spacious backyard is perfect for gardening and it's not a choice. You don't get to choose between gardening and enjoying the warm summer days. You can do both. The spacious backyard is perfect for gardening and enjoying the upcoming warm summer days. And it's perfect for gardening and enjoying upcoming warm summer days. The spacious backyard is perfect for gardening and enjoying the upcoming warm summer days. See this gorgeous home today. When it's time to sell your home, be certain to work with someone that has experience, that has successful experience in your neighborhood. Okay, so we'll create a little more space here. We secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features dual vanities, new carpet. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features new carpet and abundant windows offering plentiful natural light. We got to put that back. Features dual vanities, new carpet, and abundant windows. Because you have a sequence of 3. Otherwise, it sounds like there's nothing to talk about. You only had 2 items in your list. The home has nothing else you could have talked about. So we secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features dual vanities, new carpet, and abundant windows offering plentiful natural light. The spacious backyard is perfect for gardening and enjoying the upcoming warm summer days. See this gorgeous home today. We'll just say see today. We secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features dual vanities, new carpet, and abundant windows. We're just going to say plentiful natural light. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features dual vanities, new carpet, and plentiful natural light. Good. The spacious backyard is perfect for gardening and enjoying the upcoming warm summer days. See today. When it's time to sell your home, be sure to work with, normally I would say an agent, but since Randy and Monique are both on this flyer together, we're going to say agents that have successful experience in your neighborhood. Call, text, or email us today. Okay. We secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features dual vanities, new carpet, and plentiful natural light. The spacious backyard is perfect for gardening and enjoying the upcoming warm summer days. See today. When it's time to sell your home, be sure to work with agents that have successful experience in your neighborhood. Call, text, or email us today. Okay, I think that's good. Let's give it one more read here. We secured a buyer for this home in the islands in just 3 days. We can do the same for you. If you're considering putting your home on the market, now is the perfect time. Call us today for an estimate of your home's value and to discuss your options. This home is located in a quiet cul-de-sac and features dual vanities, new carpet, and plentiful natural light. The spacious backyard is perfect for gardening and enjoying the upcoming warm summer days. See today. When it's time to sell your home, be sure to work with agents that have successful experience in your neighborhood. Call, text, or email us today. Okay, I like it. And on everything else here, let's see, we have the flyers. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. All right. Okay, well, I guess that is it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. There's always a little, little nuggets of information here and there, and I hope there was a few of them in there for you. And we'll talk soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Catch you later. Bye bye.